What's up, comic and pop culture fans? Today I'm going to shut up about Batman long enough for us to talk about something completely different.
Now for something completely different.
TV shows. More importantly, the ones that stayed good all the way to the end. It's 2020, soon to be 2021, and it's been the case for pretty much a decade now that TV has all but passed movies. So today we're going to tip our hats to the all-time best shows that stayed good all the way from pilot episode to the final episode. We're going to be looking at shows that have at least 3 seasons, so cult classic fan favorite Firefly, not going to be on the list. We're also looking at shows that didn't just show up for the last episode, but that were also good all throughout.
I got off the plane.
Parks and Recreation, Friends, and The Office, yeah, you had great final episodes, but you didn't show up in those last few seasons, so you're not going to be on the list. Additionally, we're not going to be talking about any show that is still ongoing, so Black Mirror, sorry, you're amazing, but you're not going to be on this list. Alright, let's get into the shows that maintained their epicness, starting at number 10, How I Met Your Mother. Oh, I cracked myself up. Just kidding. Daredevil. Helped by the welcome return of Vincent D'Onofrio's menacing Kingpin, Daredevil stands as one of the greatest representations of the genre and successfully made these characters a family-known name. With some of the greatest cat and mouse writing between our hero and bad guy, this show raised the bar with what comic fans demand from a writing team. Despite a cliffhanger caused by the formation of Disney's new streaming service, fans felt this ending provided plenty of closure and respect for the journey. Strong writing and excellent choreography, combined with the attention to the source material, propelled this show into the excellent status it holds today.
You ask such small questions, Mr. Murdoch. You're regaining power in here.
Yes, ask my lawyer. He'll deny it. Ask the guards. They'll deny it. Ask the inmates here. They'll cut their tongues out before they talk.
Number 9 belongs to Hannibal, the NBC show that got away with murder, literally. Despite a slow, unrefined first season, the second and final season cement the show's adaptation of Thomas Harris's Hannibal trilogy as the definitive portrayal of Hannibal the Cannibal. With excellent character work, fantastic introspective dialogue, and nightmarishly memorable stylistic violence, this show will haunt your dreams for years. With one of the greatest endings conceivable to its short run, it's a no-brainer, pun intended, that this show sits at number 9. But it is dark, oh so very dark, and not for everybody.
Suspect down, corner 1st and Douglas.
Number 8 goes to Southland. You've never seen a cop show quite like this. Set in LA, this show manages to combine dark, heavy tones with brutal violence, with the occasional wit and cleverness which people have come to expect from TNT. From the no-nonsense detective to the gay cop, this show breaks stereotypes and gives new meaning to the complex characters behind cops out in LA. A show that seemed to get better every season, this show came to its final conclusion at its highest note yet, garnering a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I pay your salary.
You know what, ma'am? Yes, you do. Which means that you have actually paid for this. You want a lick?
You know, not everybody around the world wants us to be able to live in peace. There are people out there who don't like our way of life.
The Americans wrapped up as one of the greatest American versus Soviet Russia stories ever. This period piece delivers on the FBI versus the KGB by following the perspectives of agents on both sides. Acclaimed to be one of the best written shows on its era, its writing, and its characters, The Americans stands out as one of the best espionage and thriller stories of all time. Other than Season 3, Season 6 is the highest rated season on Rotten Tomatoes, sitting pretty at a 99%.
DOJ inquiry to the shooting death of Thomas Francis Buckley. Would you like to make a statement?
He pulled first, I shot him.
Justified gave us 6 excellent seasons of a 19th century style old Wild West lawman living in modern times. His ethically unclear and unconventional enforcement of justice makes him a target of criminals and a problem child to his U.S. Marshals Service superior. While the show is praised for its acting and writing, the show shines most when it's just Raylan Givens and Boyd Crowder. A Tom and Jerry style rivalry that is electric as much as it is tense. An updated take on the classic themes of good and bad, this pulls out all the stops, making you decide who is the real good guy and who is the real bad. Never once faltering from its high note, this show went out with a high audience score on Rotten Tomatoes of 97%.
What line of work are you in?
Waste management consultant.
Number 5. Anybody ever heard of The Sopranos? What started as a plot point of a mob boss going to therapy because of his overbearing mother has turned into what most people consider to be the most definitive drama of our time. Every drama that premiered afterwards was dark, heroes became anti-heroes, and stakes were higher. HBO showed the world the high quality you could achieve with a high budget. And while shows like Game of Thrones have since beat its scores, Game of Thrones did not stick the landing, whereas Sopranos stayed consistent throughout its 6 seasons. Not everybody loves the ending, but you can't deny it is well written and summarizes the story in completion. The Sopranos is sitting with a very respectable 98% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 4. Avatar: The Last Airbender, otherwise known as the show that actually lived up to its reputation and is not just fiction for kids. Housing some of the most instantly lovable characters from any TV show ever and doing a fantastic job of capturing the viewer into the incredible world building, not a single shot seems like it's wasted, and each episode introduces us to a new location, unique in design and characters. A show that is beautiful, emotionally rich, and deep without going too dark. Avatar: The Last Airbender reminds everybody that children's shows are often more than what they seem. Seasons 1, 2, and 3 were all given the critics' rating of a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Number 3, and my personal favorite TV show of all time, the holy grail of drama television, Breaking Bad. Chemistry teacher Walter White propels his life into meaning when he discovers he has cancer and decides to use his chemistry knowledge towards methamphetamine. His trail from zero to the man on top is a wonder to behold and is some of the best character development you'll ever see in television. With a supporting cast that's equally as awesome, it's no wonder this show is still in everyone's minds years after its release. Despite fans' general consensus that the first season was pretty slow, the show had a magical quality of each episode being better than the one that came before, and is a masterclass in pacing and in plot development. Known for incredible writing, tension building, dialogue, world building, everything, this show sits cleanly at number 3 on our list. Its final season, and my favorite season, earned a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The Jedi and the Republic will die.
Number 2 goes to Star Wars: The Clone Wars. What started as a children's show, became an adult show, became a cult following, became a fan favorite, became a legendary show that has now rewritten Star Wars canon. Seasons 1 through 3 do a good job of setting out to establish the missing link between the Star Wars episodes 2 and 3. Seasons 4 and up, however, is notable for being a storytelling masterpiece and rivals that of the original Star Wars trilogy. Ask any local Star Wars fan, that's a hefty sentence. It's a show you truly need to see to believe that it truly is worth the hype. Bringing some much needed depth to the Star Wars prequels, this is a must-watch Star Wars inclusion to the entire Star Wars picture as a whole. Taking the number 1 spot goes to HBO's The Wire. It's hard to pinpoint what exactly makes this the best show of all time, but also so consistently excellent. For one thing, each season is timeless and universal. The system is the main villain. It depicts a real school system, shows the similarities of gangs, governance, and police departments, has unbelievably complex character and development, an incredible cast that carries the dialogue and the acting, Realistic dialogue to the time and location of Baltimore? Perhaps it's that each season tackles a larger aspect of Baltimore that plays to a larger narrative. The incredible Omar Little. Maybe it's the fact that it's the first show that made the world fall in love with Idris Elba. Some say that it's because it makes them better as a person. The Wire shows that people are people. Each of us deeply flawed, but also deeply good, despite whatever dysfunction surrounds us. But I think it's because of each season's deliberate, careful storytelling.
The pawns, man, in the game, they get capped quick. They be out the game early. Unless they some smart-ass pawns.
Okay guys, thanks for watching my video, which was a giant ruse to get you guys to watch Hannibal. No, not really, but come on guys, it's amazing. Thanks for watching guys, this is new territory for me doing TV and movie reviews. It's something I want to be bringing to this show a lot more. So thanks as always, thank you all for your support, and as always, keep on collecting.